What's up, Men's Physique fans? We are back with another video, and today's video is one that has been the most requested of the series, and I'm excited to bring it to life. And you heard that right. We are starting a new series, the best of Men's Physique, where we'll be bringing you topics all around the Men's Physique division, focused on not only the previous, not only the current, but all Men's Physique and who are the best of that category. And I'm really excited to break it down, but for now, let's jump into the top abs of the Men's Physique division. Number 5 on the list, we have Daniel Ammons, another veteran in this sport, another military bred in this sport, and not only that, one of the most detailed individuals in this sport. Now, Daniel has been through a lot. Daniel had to drop out of the 2022 Mr. Olympia due to health complications. And not only that, this year, when this man is doing his gauntlet in order to qualify for the Olympia, he's had a lot of travel issues and just a lot of craziness pop up that just allowed his look to become inconsistent. But when he nails it, it is lights out. And even when he doesn't nail it, the one thing that stays consistent is that detail in his midsection. So Daniel is somebody who is always going to be a contender at any show that he does. He is somebody who can severely expose people if they do not come in with that level of conditioning, because you stand next to Daniel, even if he's off, he's on. And now the next person on this list, somebody who I've had the opportunity to compete against a handful of times, somebody who recently just impressed me more than anybody else on this list with the previous package that he just brought, and somebody who is known for his shreds, and that is Samurai Shreds, Clarence McSpadden. This individual is somebody who is running the gauntlet as we speak in order to qualify for the Olympian, is currently 3 weeks out from stepping on stage again to earn his qualification. And I have no doubt in my mind that he will do just that. And one of the main reasons is because no matter who he stands next to, they will be exposed because of his level of separation, his detail. And whether he doesn't have a back, whether his structure might not be the best, you cannot argue. This man will consistently be the most conditioned at any show that he does. I recently had the pleasure of competing with Clarence at the Pacific USA Championships, where he placed 4th. But one thing I noticed about him backstage, and something that I didn't notice about any other competitor, was just as he was relaxed, just walking around, you could see how deeply separated his midsection was. He didn't even have to flex in order to get that level of detail out. So just using your imagination, thinking how deeply enrooted that midsection and those abs were when he was actually flexing them was actually just a wild thought process. But the craziest part is, you fast forward a week later when he stepped on stage at the Texas Pro, hands down the best package that I have ever seen from Clarence, and a package that if he brings to the Olympia stage, I think will be absolutely lights out and have him in that top call out with the dogs. Because like I mentioned, Clarence is a very underrated bodybuilder. He is missing a lot of small details throughout his physique, but a lot of the things that other people don't have, he has, and he can be somebody who just exposes anybody if they don't come in 100%. And Clarence is somebody who is not fearful of competition. You know, he will jump into the big shows, he will run the gauntlets, he'll do whatever he has to do. But if he brings that Texas Pro package, good night, because this man will be absolutely lights out. And now, for the top 3 abs in the Men's Physique division, we have, starting at number 3, Aaron Banks. And Aaron Banks is somebody who is not missing anything. He's the definition of a well-rounded bodybuilder. Shoulders, back, chest, abs, conditioning, the whole 9 yards. Now, one thing that actually impresses me about Aaron's physique is actually how tall he is, standing at 6'1½", but how short his torso is, which allows him to create a little bit more of a compact space for his midsection, giving it more detail and also exposing people, simply due to the fact that if your midsection is a little bit elongated, it's a lot harder to get that compact detail throughout the obliques, throughout the midsection, throughout just the general core area in itself. But when it's a little bit more compact, it's going to be a lot easier to contract. And not only that, you're going to be able to see the detail with no separation with added space. So his abs sit perfectly symmetrical. The way that his midsection and his obliques tie in together, it's absolutely lights out. And then of course, the conditioning in himself is something that stands out. And with that, this man is a perfect storm for an aesthetic physique. His posing, his presentation, the way he manipulates his waist, it's a perfect flow into creating the best abs. And again, he is somebody who is extremely consistent. Now, I got a lot of flack for leaving this individual out of my previous video, the best backs of Men's Physique. And after I posted my video, he posted a video showing off his back, which confirmed I was wrong. But I am not going to make that mistake again. At number 2, we have Andre Ferguson, the lucky Libra, our 18-time winningest Men's Physique champion. He is a veteran-like physique, and it shows. This is density. This is muscle maturity. This is separation. If you go back and take a look at Andre Ferguson's Arnold Classic win, he hands down had one of the best packages all time in the Men's Physique division. Hands down. Top 2, top 3 looks of all time. And again, somebody who is known for his obliques, somebody who's known for his abs, somebody who's known through the separation, somebody who's been known for conditioning. And again, you guys are getting a combination. Andre Ferguson's veteranness truly shows throughout his muscle maturity through his midsection. When he hits that shot of that Ventura step and he holds it, and you see that level of detail throughout his serratus, that is what mature muscle and density looks like. And again, he is somebody who has been extremely consistent in his previous years, but then fell into a rut of a little bit of inconsistencies. But even during those inconsistent ruts, you can see it through his midsection, this man was still on. And the last thing that I'll add is something that I will always take with me as a young Men's Physique athlete. When Andre hits his poses, it's effortless. He is not breathing heavy throughout his midsection. He's keeping it tight, he's keeping it contracted, and that is something that we all need to take into account. That is the definition of being on stage. That is the definition of understanding what the stage feels like and knowing when to make certain moves in order to maximize your look at its most important times on that stage. And he does just that. We have finally made it to number 1 on this list. A veteran of this sport. We have the GOAT, Ryan Terry. Ryan Terry is somebody who has been in this game ever since the origin of Men's Physique, and some things just never change. The level of conditioning is something that is bar none, but more importantly, it is most exemplified throughout that midsection and that separation he has. I have never seen anybody more detailed through the midsection. I have never seen anybody's more obliques more separated. And when this man hits his hand over head shot, tightens it down, I'm at a loss for words. I had the opportunity to stand next to Ryan Terry on the Olympia stage. Last names both start with T, so that means we go out together. And when I have seen this man just simply breathing, it was nuts to see how deep his abs were truly inserted. And this has been his calling card for years. This is something that will always have him in the conversation at any single show. This year, he competed at the Pittsburgh Pro, where he was off, and Corey Morris beat him. But then, 2 weeks later, the New York Pro, on. He went on to take that title, qualified for the 2023 Olympia. This man is somebody who consistently shows up. This man is the definition of exposing people, and he is well deserving of the top spot on the best abs in the Men's Physique division. If you're watching this video, you made it this far and you're not subscribed, show your boy some love, click the subscribe button, comment below, let us know what you agree or don't agree about this list. Who would be in your top 5, or who would you remove from my list and add on to your list in replacement? Because again, I know based off the last video, we're gonna have a lot of people's opinions, but in the same breath, I think it made for healthy conversation. And honestly, I might've been swayed. So I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, I love and appreciate you guys.